Greetings from the set of Metro and More at Metropolitan Community College, serving more than 50,000 students with over 120 programs at our 8 locations in the daytime, evening, weekends, or online. And I'm your host, Kent Pavelka. Welcome again to Metro and More. More of what you need to know about Metropolitan Community College. Our next 30-minute segment all about MCC's Fremont Welding program. And my guests are Todd Hanson, the Executive Director of MCC's Fremont Center, and Kirk Ahrens, the Dean of Applied Technology. Gentlemen, welcome back.
Thanks, Kent.
Good to have you back on the program to talk about an exciting enterprise at the Fremont campus. Always like to reiterate for just a few seconds the background and the tenure of our guests, if you wouldn't mind just refreshing our viewers a little bit about yourselves relative to your positions.
I've been at the college for over 12 years, and my current position is Executive Director of the Fremont Area Center. I've been there for over 8 years.
In the Fremont Center?
Yes,
right.
Correct.
All right, Todd and Kirk?
And I'm the youngster of the bunch.
I know.
I'm 3 years here at the college and Dean of Applied Technologies.
Yeah, which takes in a lot of real estate. And I thought maybe before we just dive headlong into talking about welding, maybe just a quick overview, Kirk, about applied technology in general, what that all entails at Metropolitan Community College.
We're the historic foundation of the college. The trades programs have been here from the start, and I have 16 of them, from the transportation programs to the construction programs to civil engineering and architecture for design, and a little bit of manufacturing. Where we end up with is welding, which is one of the programs I have and what we partnered with Fremont High School to create this school year.
What do you mean what you end up with?
Well, in the long list of things we're talking about today, welding is the key component that we started with Fremont.
Yeah, not the last one added necessarily.
No, not
right,
at all.
Right.
Todd has a number of academies up there for high school students, and this is just the newest of them.
Yeah. Todd, what, just in general about the Fremont campus, what all is available for students?
Well, we offer a lot of gen ed classes: English, math, history, psychology, sociology. We also have an EMT paramedic program, and we also offer CNA classes.
Mm-hmm. And where is the campus in Fremont?
835 North Broad, downtown Fremont.
Downtown. For a while you were there on the highway, weren't you?
We were in a strip mall for about 8 years ago, then we transitioned over to the current facility.
Yeah, very good. Well, let's talk welding.
You bet.
When we talk about the welding partnership, and I think that's what we kind of want to focus on, at least to some degree today. What are we talking about as far as the partnership is concerned?
I'll talk about that. Many years ago, it was the college wanted to find a location in Fremont to offer welding classes. And funding was always an issue, and so I spoke with Fremont High School officials to see if we could offer welding classes at their facility. They already had a welding lab. It was outdated, but they had one. They had the brick and mortar. It kind of made sense. And so we, the college and the Fremont Public Schools partnered with a private grant here out of Omaha to help fund a brand new welding lab. And that's part of the partnership, the public-private partnership. Also, Belmont was involved in it to make sure that we were doing all the things they wanted in the industry. And so that's probably the short end of the partnership.
Mm-hmm. And so part of the discussion in reality is the classes are at Fremont High?
The classes are held at Fremont High, so we have morning classes for Fremont High students. They're taking dual enrollment classes, and then on Tuesday and Thursday nights and Saturday mornings we offer classes for our Metro students.
Mm-hmm. What are we talking about in terms of an end game here? Are these students, do they end up with a certificate, or what kind of qualifications for the job market?
Sure, in the content area, the classes are the same classes they would be taking towards an associate degree in welding. So everything they take is college credit right towards a degree program. And as Todd mentioned, the skills we're focusing on are particularly useful for the companies that are in that area. So it's a great partnership for us. Welding has been a huge program for us. It's one of the strongest growing programs at the college. Our enrollment is constantly increasing. Having the Fremont lab to let us expand into that area has been a huge benefit for us. We've been running at our South Campus 7 days and 6 nights a week. So we couldn't fit much more in down there, so having a whole nother campus to work with is a wonderful opportunity.
So how many different locations is Welding offered beyond Fremont and South?
Oh, we're also here up at the Fort campus. We have a small welding program up here. In fact, we've added an additional high school career academy program up here in anticipation of the brand new building coming in, the Construction Education Center. That's going to feature a welding lab as well, and we can't wait for that to be coming online.
So there's Fremont, South, the Fort.
Right, and we reach out to West Side. They have a welding program for their high school students in there, and we also have welding up at the ATC campus for the auto body students.
I'm guessing that our viewers, by and large, aren't aware of the demand for qualified welders, huh?
Oh, it's amazing. In Todd's area, there's a number of manufacturers, and throughout the 4-county area we serve, we have a wonderful advisory group that's come forward for us and helped support us in so many different ways. For example, the stands that we made up for the Fremont campus, Conductix Wamfler came in and professionally painted them for us so that they would really look extra nice when we put that equipment together. And as you mentioned, Valmont and All Metal have come together to help us with metal supplies for that particular partnership. And so it's a great team effort that we've come together with Fremont, and the success has been amazing.
And the little caveat there about the myriad of types of welding that there is that need to be done.
You bet.
Talk a little bit about, you touched on it, tailoring the type of welding you educate students to do based on what local area employers want.
Well, they're looking at manufacturing welding, TIG, MIG, steel, right?
Exactly.
And oxyacetylene, is that
Yep,
right?
exactly.
And so those are the type of classes that the students are taking. So they would, when they walk out the door, they can, when they get an interview at a local industry, you know, they have a one leg up in their interview process.
In fact, I think we have a clip that has Chris explaining some of the classes they're actually taking.
Let's go to it. This is Chris Beatty, and a little video to show you so you can take a look at basically what we're talking about. Let's take a look.
The Fremont program was started due to the need of skilled welders in the industries in that area. The amount of people that are interested in the welding field in that area is growing. So by adding the new facility at the Fremont High School, we can get new students that are in high school interested in a great career field in welding, along with utilizing that facility in the evening to support the community itself with welding and in the evenings and weekends. Over the last year, we have run daytime classes with 12 students from the high school for dual enrollment, and we've run several classes in the evening, Tuesday and Thursday nights and Saturday mornings, to give them the skill sets needed for the industries in that area. Some of the different things that they worked on in the gas metal arc process, both in the flat and vertical position, along with also learning flux core, industrial cutting, and then also they worked on print reading. So the students also learn how to read welding blueprints to be able to put the correct weld sizes in the places that are needed.
MCC's Fremont Welding Partnership, and that's Chris Beatty, one of how many instructors?
3 full-time instructors
full-time.
and almost 10 adjunct instructors in different levels.
Why is Fremont High such a good fit for this?
They really saw an opportunity that they could update
Metro had-
their lab, which, as Todd mentioned, it had been, as as all schools, it's tough to find money to upgrade things, and we could come in as a partner and with our equipment and our instructors and our curriculum and lead students directly to jobs. I mean, we're seeing entry-level wages for welders at $15 an hour.
Wow.
And that's a great opportunity for a student coming out of a high school to have the same skills they need to walk in there and have a place to start in a career if they want to, or just time to think about where they're going to go in their next job. We know students will have, you know, a dozen different jobs over their lifetime. If we can give them a place to start here at Metro with the skills that they need to get a career, get a good wage and a living to start with, then they can move on and hopefully come back to us, because we're a place to continue as well, because we train so many students at night that are working at another job, entirely different career during the day.
And I assume that geographically, there was a consideration too. I mean, it gives people in that part of the four-county area an opportunity
Correct.
maybe they wouldn't travel to do.
Correct. I mean, we're drawing students from Fremont and from Western Omaha to our classes at nights on the weekend. So it's meeting the needs of our students. They don't have to drive to South or Fort.
You bet. Is this the same basic welding education you're going to get at the South Campus and at the Fort, notwithstanding these nuances because of the local employers and what they want to have focused on?
Absolutely. The same classes that'll lead them straight to an associate degree. There's no changes. That same high expectations too. The welds that they're doing there are examined and assessed at the same level any college student would be. And I think it showed. They went to Skills USA competition this year. And wow, their very first year with that and the success they had, they won their particular aspect of the competition. So that's pretty exciting.
Sure is. We've got some video on a show on that in just a second. Is this in conjunction with the Career Academy, Skills USA? Is there two different things, right?
Two different things. The Career Academies we have all over the four-county area in a variety of different areas. In fact, there's a website link that I hope they'll put in here that has the various different career academies we have. For example, I have an electrical academy, a construction academy, and oh yeah, they're bringing it up. So just automotive academies, diesel, and then the college, there's all sorts of fire safety, healthcare, IT academies. It's one of the things I'm most proud about our college is we really reach into high schools and say, we know you need a jump start here. We're going to make an effort to reach in and give you an opportunity to try a particular career, and at a tuition rate that's 50% off, which is a wonderful commitment of the college to give those high school students a chance.
Along with the Welding Academy in Fremont, we have a IT Academy. We have an Intro to Trades Academy. We have a semester-long CNA classes. And we're going to have a brand new academy next fall called Health Careers.
Very cool.
So,
back to the associate's degree. Do you need to finish that to be equipped to get a job, or I mean?
We would like them to finish. Yes, that's what our job is.
I mean, can you theoretically though? Can you take classes and educate yourself and be?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In 1 or 2 quarters of classes, we see students jumping into industry right away. And then they start coming back to us. If they want to really move on or focus in a particular area of that field, they know they need to get the associate's degree and the additional skills.
Yeah.
So our night classes are almost busier than our day classes in that extent.
Probably full of students who are doing just that, who have realized that there's a better upside if you've got that 2-year degree.
Bet.
Yeah.
But not everybody can afford to not have a job. They have a life that they have to carry. They may have a family at that point in time. So being able to get them quickly into a career and an opportunity there gives them some relief, and then they can come back to us in the evenings.
Should we talk about Skills USA? We've talked about it on the program many times, but I'm sure there are some viewers that don't even understand what it is.
Sure.
Talk a little bit about Skills USA and the fact that your students won it this year.
Yes, it's a state and national level competition. We hosted the Nebraska competition here in Omaha, and then we will compete at state for those that won at this we'll compete at nationals for those that won at state. And it's a comparison of high school and college programs in the technical field so that they can evaluate their program. It's as close to an athletic competition as we could get for the trades. And it's really exciting to see. The event was down at for the most part, down at CenturyLink Center, and we did have some stuff at South Campus and Fort Campus. But it's very exciting to see these students that are so good in their fields come together and compete against each other. Where there may be one or two great welders in a particular high school, all of a sudden there's 50 different welders in competing, and I think the students appreciate it, and we certainly have a great time.
As we alluded to, Chris, we'll have another video here. Let's take a look at that. Chris Beatty once again on this winning the Skills USA competition.
Metro has several students that are involved heavily in the Skills USA competitions. The state competition that was held recently, we had several students that participated both from Metro Community College welding program and the Fremont High School. The project next to me is a project that is done by both the college and the high school students that have to complete the project within a 3-hour time limit. The students at Fremont successfully completed theirs and won first place, which they will go on to the national competition representing Nebraska at a national level this summer. The smoker, or grill that you want to call it, was designed through a print that they had to read with welding symbols and then perform various welds according to the print. This was all done in a 3-hour time span. The Skills USA organization and the students that join that organization helps them build skill sets that are above and beyond the core curriculum that they take at a college or a high school. It gives them the opportunity to really showcase what they have learned.
Very, very cool to win it your first time out.
Absolutely, really proud of the students out there and all the partners at the Fremont High School. They've really been supportive of us and been wonderful to work with as we've put our program in there.
The team of 3 students, one's a junior, 2 are seniors, and one of the seniors is one of the top discus throwers in the state of Nebraska. Yeah, Nathan Hauser is. So, and the other senior, Nathan Damley, is also a pole vaulter on the track team. So these students are very well rounded.
That's very cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I think the Fremont Tribune, yeah, there it is. There's a picture of all 3 of them. So what kind of students does this appeal to besides discus throwers?
Well, you know, this class, you know, we have 12 students that started the program, and next year we have to offer 2 sections now because the demand is so high. So next year we're going to have 20 students, and it's very popular at Fremont High.
What do you think it is about the profession?
I just think kids are working on projects and they find it interesting what they're doing, and we have 2 instructors. We have a full-time Fremont High instructor who's in the classroom. Then the college provides an adjunct who's a retired Velmont employee. And I think the kids are just having a good time learning, and it's challenging, and they just like working on different projects.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful facility. The facilities people up there it was amazing to see them turn around that old lab into the new lab. The very day their school closed in May the year before, they were taking that lab out, gutting it completely down to the walls, and the contractors in town were moving in the next day to make sure that they get everything put together in time for the fall start. It was a great project.
And Chris deserves a lot of credit. Chris was very involved in getting everything set up and spending lots of long hours getting that done. So Chris deserves a lot of credit.
Yeah. And we should reiterate you've added. You have had to add classes, right?
Correct. We're going to have, they go by blocks at Fremont High. So first block is the current welding academy. Next year we'll have blocks 1 and 2. So.
Yeah. And are these all guys or?
They're all males right now. All males.
Though we have women in the welding industry, and then we have them in our program as well down at South. So we want everybody in there.
I'm sure to some degree, becoming a proficient welder has got an art form to it, doesn't it?
Sure.
What do you think?
There's actually an artistic welding contest as part of Skills USA.
Yeah.
And they make some beautiful stuff. There was an eagle made out of metal, and I just amazed me how delicate and intricate they could make such a thing out of metal, steel.
Maybe speak to our viewer, our audience at large, not necessarily Fremont High School students, but what, the kinds of, there are a lot of folks watching who are looking for something to do career-wise. What would you say about the possibilities for welding?
With welding and all the trades, it's a skill you'll never lose. If you know how to pound a hammer, wire an outlet, or weld a piece of steel, it's a skill you will always be able to use wherever you're at, and there's always a demand for those skills. And welding in particular is one of those baby boomer generations starting to retire on us, and with that, there's a high demand for it, and we're getting a lot of computer numeric controlled equipment in welding. Robotics and CNCs equipment are changing manufacturing, so manufacturing's coming back to the United States, and that's exciting.
And do we have that kind of equipment at Fremont High?
Yes, there's actually a CNC plasma table in that lab, and they're learning how to program and operate that type of machinery.
Pretty exciting. And we should reiterate that this is half-price tuition, right?
Absolutely, a great deal.
So like a 3 credit hour class for a high school student will only cost them $94.
Wow.
So, and they take a series of 5 classes throughout the academic year. And so, and right now, I was talking to one of the students, I went to his graduation party this past Friday night, and they're all done completing their 5 classes. So right now, they're gonna bring projects from home or work on their own projects just for fun.
So they graduate high school and they've got 15 hours of college credit.
Correct.
That's a pretty good jump start on an associate's degree.
And I think there's a couple of them that have even been offered jobs already.
I think so for summer employment.
You alluded to this, but obviously there's a huge demand.
Yes.
And especially locally?
Yes, very much so. The 4-county area has a number of fabrication companies that deal with building things out of metal. And not only just steel, there's aluminum and stainless steel in the food industries that we have in our area that constantly need repair and maintenance of the food facilities that use stainless steel and aluminum products.
There's a really cool connection with the construction going on at the Fort Omaha campus and the welding partnership, correct?
Yes.
Talk about that.
We have a small building, Building 26 at the fort, where we have artistic welding, and we've also already added a high school welding career academy there in anticipation of the new building coming in I hope about 20 months from now. And in the new building, we're going to have 4,000 square feet of additional welding space for the college. And that'll be a wonderful addition to expand and develop not only career academies, but just our regular program. Our spring quarter here, we had 89 students that were on waiting lists that we just couldn't fit in the classes. And so the capacity at Fremont, the capacity in the new building will really go a long ways to help address those needs.
How will that added capacity at the fort affect what's going on at Fremont, South, et cetera?
Oh, it just builds upon it. There'll be, rather than taking away from the academy, I think it will actually increase because the demand from the Omaha area will be able to be met. But if there's more demand than Fremont, we can send them down here and they can get additional classes.
But down the line, are you not moving things from south of the fort because of the new facility?
No, this is in addition to South.
I see.
South continues as welding, our main welding campus. The demand, again, as it's one of the strongest programs, growing programs at the college. We constantly have enrollment increases, and the industry is telling us, give us more, and we try to answer that need.
That's great. What do you see down the line? I mean, obviously you've had a lot going on here.
Well, the other academies are growing as well. The construction companies have come to us and said, well, we need more workers as well. They're seeing the baby boomers retire, and that's the other. So Builders Foundation came forward and said, okay, how can we help you with these students? And they developed a scholarship program for that, and we're scholarshiping students coming this fall from that foundation. And it's a career academy where it's a 2-year academy where after the 2 years are done, if they do it their junior and their senior year, they have most of their construction programs completed, so they just have to come to us for a few gen eds and a few more, just a handful of construction courses, and they've got their associate degree in, 2 to 3 quarters. And so that's really exciting to see them jump into a full associate's degree with less than a year out of high school.
Absolutely. Do you guys see, you think the word is out on the junior high level, for example, the middle school level, and students early in high school, that these fields are clamoring for?
Well, I think more and more schools, districts now are starting to educate students in middle school this about careers and how you can start on your career exploration while you're in high school.
Yeah.
And I know, for example, at Fremont Public Schools, they have a grant where they take all their 8th graders to a tour of UNO, tour Midland University, and they come to the Fremont Center. They talk about all different types of educational opportunities they'll have when they graduate from high school.
Yeah.
And I'll say that the college has connected my programs, the trades programs, with 2 recruiters. We have recruiters that are designated applied technology recruiters, and they're walking into the high schools and middle schools, letting them know what the opportunities are at Metro. And we really have seen success. We have really a constant movement of enrollment up in our overall trades programs. That's I have to put it back to the recruiters and the college reaching into high schools and offering such a great deal in tuition and the variety of programs we offer.
And I guess the bottom line is that's what we're trying to do, is make sure people understand that on
Yes.
the show here today. About a minute left. I hope I haven't. Is there anything I have not covered that you wanted to share with our viewers?
Next Tuesday, the 12th, we're going to have a celebration and recognition of the high school students completing the year-long program, and we're going to recognize. We're going to give them a certificate of achievement, and they can keep that with them, so that when they apply for jobs, they can show the company they're interviewing with that they completed these 5 classes. But also, we want to celebrate everybody's hard work that was involved in making the welding facility a reality and a success.
Very good. Thanks, Todd. Any final thoughts, Kirk?
Well, we're a place to start and a place to continue.
There you
So
go.
we're here for you from high school to whatever age you are in life.
Very good. MCC's Fremont Welding Partnership. Todd Hansen, Kirk Ahrens, thank you much.
Thank you, Ken.
Pleasure
Thanks.
as always. And thank you for being with us again for Metro and More. Our goal is to better acquaint you with the mission, leadership, and the reach of the college. I'm Kent Pavelka for Metropolitan Community College. If you have comments or questions about the program, please email us at metrovision@mccneb.edu. Thanks for watching.
This has been a Metrovision production produced by Metropolitan Community College.
At Metropolitan Community College, you can start where you left off. Sometimes things happen in life that can put college on hold. We want you to know those credits that you've earned in the past can be transferred to a degree program that will put you on a new career path. Best of all, you can do it all online on your schedule, and it's just 1/3 the cost of a big university. To get started, call a return specialist at 402-457-2270. Metropolitan Community College.